Welcome to this channel. So I have just finished a conversation, a chat with Wing Chun friends in the internet. And I like to make this video for those friends who really want to know the truth of traditional Chinese martial art, the truth of Wing Chun 1850s, and want to get something out of their Kung Fu practice. So this video is very specific, only for our traditional Chinese martial art friend or Wing Chun friends who want to know the truth. So today's topic is internal Kung Fu means ignorance or idiotic Kung Fu. Okay? Today's topic. Internal can be put an equal sign to ignorance or idiotic. Now, this morning, one of our Wing Chun friends is messaging me, telling me that, oh, Wing Chun have this structure, stance, so that one can stand, lean back, and so forth to be able to take energy or take pressure from the opponent. And also, you don't want to go too close to him because if you go too close with your opponent will grab you. And it is really unbelievable how people think on the Kung Fu in general today. On energy, take energy, all sort of stuff. So this friend is telling me that you stand leaning back so that you are not get pulled into the opponent, and then you be able to use your structure to absorb or to take the energy or to take the pressure from the opponent. And then you have this mind power which you can make your body be able to take the energy. You know what is that? Those are exactly internal magic. Very ignorance. When people talk like that, like I want to stay a distance or something like that, when you're doing Wing Chun, really it shows is that one have no idea what is a short strike art. And what is that unarmed combat of a short strike art means, or what is it? A short strike art, you want to get in, you stay out of the range, guarantee you get hooked or you get jabbed or you get crushed, guarantee. Okay, so you ask me, well, Hendrik, how can you guarantee that? Look at how Xi Xiaodong fight Lei Lei of the Tai Chi. Look at Xi Xiaodong fight Ding Hao of Wing Chun. Look at Xi Xiaodong fight Lu Gang of Wing Chun. When the entire thing get tear apart, then the Lei Lei from Tai Chi claimed that he have energy. Then the Li Gang claimed that he have all this pressure point strike and all this thing, and then he said that he's being completely bent out of shape when Xi Xiaodong charged in. Look at Ding Hao. How can Ding Hao last long when Xi Xiaodong get in? Those are reality. So are we want to be so idiotic to believe on this kind of stuff? Obviously, people who talk like this have never go to fight like people like Xi Xiaodong. You never really face the reality. And how many people, if you believe on this kind of thing, is put into the false security, especially for our female friend or weaker friend. You cannot handle anything with this kinds of magic mentality, or really ignorance, or really irresponsible. Okay? So, you want truth, reality? Look at the fight between Xi Xiaodong and Wei Lei, the Tai Chi guy, the Lei Lei. Xi Xiaodong and Ding Hao, Xi Xiaodong and Li Gang. See what happened? There's reality. Up to today, nobody dare to stand up to Xi Xiaodong and say, well, I can do this. Can you do this to face Xi Xiaodong? In the entire world for past 4 years, no one grandmaster dare to stand up to Xi Xiaodong to say that. Why? Because this stuff never works. So then you say, well, Hendrik, you are really assertive. Assertive what? Let's go back to 1560. 1560. General Chiguang said here, 世事相乘，变化无穷. Fighting is about one momentum transformed to another momentum, and the change of transforming of different momentum is never ended, meaning it can change in any way. So General Chiguang have his 32 type of momentum combination, like today's boxer. Okay, Western boxing, you have different type of combination. General Chiguang prescribed 32 type of momentum combination, which cover a big range of fighting in dynamic, and ask whoever trained with him to practice that and to grow from that. So the idea is this. Chiguang prepared his army, or whoever learned martial art with him, Chinese martial art with him, to be able to handle all those. This is a very basic sample of long fish, short strike, throwing, groundwork. From one momentum transfer to another momentum. It can be from this type of momentum and then suddenly transfer down or whatever. That's why General Chiguang want his army, or whoever practice, know the combination. Okay, for those friends who don't know what is combination, look at the Western boxer friends of us, how they combine jab, cross, and hook, all different shots. Okay. Also, General Chiguang said, 广技博学, you need to keep continuous learning. Learning as much as possible, as details as possible, so you have a clear mind, accurately know what is going on. 多算为胜. Only you have this, you be able to calculate, you be able to predict the trend of the momentum change. That is 1560. Today is 2021. 460 years later, and people still believe on this. Standing there, statics. I have a stand. I have a mind power, and then I have the structure. I have my spine. I have my anus. Are we going forward? Following General Chiguang, you go study everything. make sure you understand the dynamic and the momentum and the change and so forth. Or what are we doing here? Living in a fantasy? Marketing nonsense? It is backward, okay? Today's internal art is like living in the cave. That's why, again, after 4 years, nobody dared to stand up to Xi Xiaodong and say, hey, this thing works. Why? Because it never works. It proved to you already. Guy from Wing Chun, guy from Tai Chi, all lost very miserably. Okay? Why? 460 years already, 460 years ago, General Chiguang told you the reality of fighting unarmed combat. Some idiotic, talented grandmaster in the history for past 100 years keeping inventing this nonsense. Especially those so-called Tai Chi guy. 460 years ago, there's no such thing as Tai Chi. You go check in Chiguang writing, none. Have they fight the Japanese? None. Have they really have any fight? None. Just talk. So right now, they cannot even handle Xi Xiaodong. If you cannot handle Xi Xiaodong, you want to handle the Japanese pirate with the katana shot chasing at you? So this is making people, I get mad on this. You know why? You are putting innocent people at risk. And also, you know, this type of thinking is look like making like the Chinese martial artists like Chiguang and the real guy like idiot. Okay? So the reality of fighting is not this nonsense, it's about this. Fighting, you always want to have your forward in. Why? Because it's an exchange of momentum. If you cannot exert your momentum at him, you never be able to do unarmed combat. Chiguang over here say too, no parry, no resistance, no absorbing force, another word. Once you get tangled into gray area. So you say 不招不架, 只是一下. You don't resist, you don't tangle with him or blocking or parry him, you just go straight in. 不招不架, 只是一下. Okay? 换了招架. If you tangle with this parry, okay, then you have 10 things you have to deal with, all this gray area. It's just a page of about 300 characters of the Chinese. How difficult it is to read. So the truth of the traditional Chinese martial arts. I want to clear this thing for you with the Qi and Yi and all this nonsense, today's magic. Okay, so this is the 613.3 in details. I wrote this book. Okay, now it's very low cost so that everybody be able to read it and to know what exactly it is. This is a technical book, not about my biography. Okay, physical is your physical body. Can you handle your mobility, your stability of your joint and so forth? That's your physical body. Mind is your awareness, your thinking, your intention. Do we know how to use it? That's mind. Breathing is low abs breathing. Do we even know how to do a natural resonance low abs breathing? Qi, energy. Okay? Stop getting into those, oh, I have this qi, I have this fa qi, qi become qi. Nonsense. The Chinese qi, the energy, you know what it is? Think about calories. Calories, the energy you eat, that is the energy. Okay? Get that straight and clear. Energy and calories. Energy here is not like the chi energy is not like I have this all sort of energy, because energy become a mantra. Because nobody know what is energy. The Chinese is very specific when they talk about qi. It's like the calories, very similar to the calories of like our food intake, that type of energy. Not some kind of energy like in the movie, people flying around, those kind of thing. Okay? And then strength. Strength is just your physical strength. Majority of it. Jing is do you know how to direct that strength? Jing is just strength with direction. Do you know how to direct that strength? Like in this book, that's how it is. Okay? And then there's the momentum, where it is mass multiplied by your velocity, which is what the general Chiguang talking about. With all the equation there in this book. So please get this thing very clear, and so you can understand what the ancient Chinese is talking about. And then you can spot right away when people talking energy and all this thing is not really clear, and this and that, can hand waving and not talk about momentum. You know that is a problematic things. Okay? So today you have all this internal and so forth. You have a problem. It's not even Wing Chun today. It's the entire traditional Chinese martial art for past 100 years. Heaven know why the hell is that get into this. This is Tai Chi. Like Tai Chi is the ultimate. Anybody heard about this 460 years ago? No. It's brainwash. Okay? As for structure this, structure that, in my book, Beginning Wing Chun, this present what is a short strike art, what is a long fist art. This presented, this is what is called like structure. The reality is your body, you need to be able to handle your body this way. And your stance, there is no stance, it's how you want to handle your 7 balls. It is in Beginning Wing Chun. Why is beginning? Somebody said, oh Hendrik, this is not beginning, this is intermediate. No, it is not intermediate, this is beginning. You need to learn this the first day you go to class. Okay? It's not like, oh, I have this structure, I can take force. You look into the Li Gang, the guy who fought Xi Xiaodong, what he said. When Xi Xiaodong charged in, whatever his technique bent out of shape. There's the reality. It's like what? It's like you have a wall and you have a truck rammed into it. You think that that wall will be able to stop your truck? That's how it is. How big your wall, you need to stop a truck. That's momentum play. So actually, Xi Xiaodong do us a favor. Expose out all this magic stuff. Now, if you don't know how to breathe here, That is a step-by-step in this Wing Chun matrix, showing one, how is the ancient developed this. You want to talk about all this chi and everything, mind and everything. The Wing Chun Inception give you the process, including the scientific measurement and the directions of how chi flow and all sort of stuff on that. You want to talk about momentum, you need to train the basic momentum of handling. It's not that simple. You need to go back and forth to develop the skill. And you need to be able to do this. To get close with the footwork. This is a plum flower. So the reason I wrote this book is for educations. That's why all this thing can link together. And this thing is like come out from nowhere. On here, you always heard this grandmaster say this, that grandmaster say that. Especially really, there's a lot of saying like, this Tai Chi grandmaster teaches secret set, that secret set. And then people in Wing Chun, you take it and then you just put it down there and it become like this. It's a fantasy world. While in the 1850 Wing Chun is all this related to the General Chiguang 1560. It's military stuff. What is this? Entertainment? Whatever it is, it couldn't even handle Xi Xiaodong. And Xi Xiaodong is not yet a Japanese pirate in the General Chiguang time. Were you going to get taken down completely? Read the history about how is the pirates, where the Ming Dynasty army have to face. You have 10,000 army, you couldn't even handle hundreds of Japanese pirates. That's how good they are. Okay? So you have thousands of Ming army, you fight for months and you couldn't even handle a small number, like hundreds of the Japanese pirate. So this is serious stuff. This so-called internal whatever is just a marketing term, okay? It is very irresponsible. So internal means irresponsible, ignorance, and idiotic, okay? Why is idiotic? Are you going to put your daughter or your mom or your sister into forced security? That thinking this thing works? Irresponsibility is meaning that, are you going to put all those innocent people who want to learn self-defense into those kinds of danger in the street? Because it's violating the dynamic play. It is a static stuff here. Always is a Sifu demonstration to a student. You get, why don't you just go, as I say, go to show that to Xi Xiaodong in China. For past 4 years, none, zero. Okay? That is reality. So this is what I like to share with you. I know today I use a tone of like I'm mad or angry. Sure, I purposely want to make this tone this way because it's an urgent. Your Chinese Kung Fu can be wiped out in next 2-3 years. Your Wing Chun can completely collapse within a few years. Seriously. Look at mainland China today. Look at Asia. How many people still practice Kung Fu? How many go practice MMA and Western boxing and Thai boxing and so forth, and BJJ and so forth? How many still want to touch Chinese Kung Fu? Just look at the young people. You know it's over. And then for the believer, the obedient student, they thought that this can help them. And if we teach people, students, with this kind of thing to them, are we helping them or are we screwing them? It's about responsibility. So today, if you cannot remember what I'm saying, just saying that next time, just remember this. Next time when people talk about Qi from Chinese, this Qigong and everything, you equal that with calories. When people talk about Jing, Fa Jing, you just equal it about how to use your strength. That get nothing to do with momentum or mass multiplied by velocity or the high-speed dynamic fight, be it in Western boxing, in MMA, or in judo, or in wrestling. Okay? Make that clear. So this is what I like to share with you. It is really painful when you see things like that. Again and again, I get people message me, say, well, Hendrik, we have this mind power according to this this grandmaster, and then we lean back because Hendrik, you don't know, because you don't have the Kung Fu, so we lean back because we have the stance and everything. Well, easy to say, but look at what's the history. So I show you every bit and piece here by evidence. If you don't like this, I call it magic, go talk to Xi Xiaodong. Go watch all the videos Xi Xiaodong fight all those great guys in Wing Chun and in Tai Chi. See what happened. If you don't like this, go read on General Chiguang. If you don't like this, go check it out with the Western science. See whether this exists or this exists in the real world.